This is the National Weather Service in La Crosse, Wisconsin winter weather briefing for February 21st, 2014. And this is about the winter storm that's been affecting the area since yesterday, and it's now finally beginning to wind down. As mentioned, the winter storm is beginning to exit the area. However, there's still plenty of wind blowing across the upper Mississippi River Valley region, along with some light snow. And the combination of that, along with recent snow from yesterday, has resulted in a continuation of blizzard conditions across much of southeast Minnesota and northeast Iowa. This has led to difficult to impossible travel. There are roads closed. There's power outages out there, so travel, at least as of this briefing, was not advised across much of southeast Minnesota and to northeast Iowa. Also, regarding these wind gusts, they're anywhere up to 45 miles per hour for the morning hours, and these winds are going to be continuing that blowing and drifting that we've been seeing. And any light snow that's going on will be diminishing through the morning hours, diminishing first west of the Mississippi River, and then heading up through southwest and into central Wisconsin as the morning wears on. So here are some of the snowfall totals that we've received through midnight. They range anywhere from almost nothing down into the Platteville and Lancaster area, through Richland Center and Toma area. Then you get to maybe an inch or two as you get through La Crosse, and then you climb sharply to where things were mostly snow yesterday, where you went through Rochester, Austin, Charles City, Mason City, Eau Claire, and the Twin Cities, where you're getting totals all the way up towards anywhere from 6 to 10 inches. There's been some reports a little higher throughout there, but if you have time, let us know how much snow you've had. You can go to our website, weather.gov/lacrosse, and submit a report. Also from our website, you'll be able to get the latest snow totals. Here's the latest weather story, again depicting how much snow that we're forecasting in total for the entire event. This sort of includes what we've received so far, plus the little additional expected today. The biggest thing here is on the graphic on the right, describing where the impacts of these strong winds expected this morning, where they're gusting up to 45 miles per hour, resulting in blowing and drifting, especially again west of the Mississippi River, where they're seeing significant blowing and drifting up over the open areas and higher terrain. Again, snow ends most locations this morning, and at least until the road crews can get out there and clean things up, travel is not advised due to that blizzard ongoing west of the Mississippi River. Here's the additional snowfall forecast, and generally pretty light here through today. The heaviest snow expected up towards Medford and Jump River, that area where you may be getting up towards 3 inches, but for the most part everybody else seeing an inch or less for additional snowfall today. So the current hazards, everything remains in effect until noon at this point. Blizzard warnings out there again in southeast Minnesota, or really much of southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Those go till noon. Winter storm warnings surround that to its north side, going through the Minneapolis metro area eastward through Clark and Taylor counties and down towards Jackson, Winona, and then south of there is still the winter weather advisories. So here's a look at the current radar as of 4 a.m. The system is lifted up into the western upper Michigan there, with snow still kind of wrapping around its backside. Most of these, you can see the colors are of the gray to light blue, indicative of that the snow is fairly light. That's fallen at least over our region. You go up towards Duluth or Green Bay, there's some a little bit heavier snow there, but again that's closer to the system. And then you go west towards Mason City and Albert Lee, and there's no radar returns because that's where the snow ends, and in fact there's sunshine expected to pop out there once the sun comes up. So the impacts here for this morning, again, travel is difficult to impossible, and especially in southeast Minnesota and northeast Iowa. The northwest winds gust to 45 miles per hour to continue that blowing and drifting, and there could be some school delays and close-ins. Already heard of Rochester, Minnesota public schools being closed. Now, a look ahead into the forecast. It's pretty quiet with regards to precipitation, but on the flip side, it looks like we're going to get back into Arctic air as the jet stream shifts north up into Alaska, and then that in turn dives allows Arctic air to dive south down into the Central Plains and into the upper Midwest as well. It looks like next week, for much of it, we're going to be seeing wind chills in the mornings anywhere from 10 to 35 below zero. Appears right now that Thursday morning will probably be the coldest of this stretch. And with all this Arctic air come in, brings that threat of freezing pipes again for those communities that were already having issues with potential freezing pipes. And that is the briefing.